That cute pot sitting by your window? Yeah, it might just be the key to producing your own fresh food way faster than you think. People assume you need a big backyard, rows of raised beds, and some magical green thumb to grow vegetables. But the truth? Some of the fastest, most satisfying crops grow perfectly indoors, right next to your couch, your kitchen sink, or that sunny spot you never know what to do with. Welcome to Daily Plant Life. If you're ready to grow real food in small spaces, delicious, quick, and almost foolproof, you're in the right place. Stick around till the end because number 7 is the one almost everyone ignores, and it might become your new favorite kitchen vegetable. Go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe, and let's jump straight in. 1. Radishes. Radishes are basically the instant noodles of the gardening world, fast, reliable, and surprisingly satisfying. Indoors, they hit harvest time in about 25 to 30 days, and they don't need deep soil or complicated fertilizing. Bright light, steady moisture, and a pot that drains well is all they ask for. The cool thing about radishes is how clean and crisp their flavor is. Some varieties give you a gentle peppery bite, others lean sweet. And when you pull them out of the soil, fresh and cold, they smell like the first day of spring. Health-wise, radishes are loaded with vitamin C, potassium, and fiber. They support digestion, hydration, and a healthy metabolism, not bad for something that grows faster than most people pay their electricity bill. Planting tips: sow radish seeds about ½ an inch deep, spaced 1 inch apart. Keep the soil loose and well-draining to allow roots to expand properly. Radishes grow best in cooler indoor temperatures, ideally 15 to 20 degrees Celsius, 59 to 68 degrees Fahrenheit. Common mistakes: planting too close together leads to tiny, misshapen roots. Overwatering can cause splitting, and underwatering makes them woody. How to prevent mistakes: thin seedlings if they crowd each other and maintain steady, moderate moisture. Rotate pots occasionally if using a single window for sunlight. Extra tip: interplant radishes with lettuce indoors. They grow fast, and radishes can help loosen soil for lettuce roots. If you want a fast indoor win that makes you feel like an expert, radishes will make you look like one, even if you still forget to water your houseplants. 2. Green onions. Green onions are the vegetable equivalent of "don't worry, I got you." Snip them, and they grow back. Cut them again, still growing back. You can grow them in soil, in water, in a mug, in a random cup. They're not picky. Ready for harvest in 10 to 14 days. These little guys practically throw themselves at you. Flavor-wise, they add gentle heat and freshness to nearly everything. And the best part? Indoors, they grow cleaner and milder than outdoor scallions. Nutritionally, they're rich in vitamin K, vitamin C, and compounds that support heart and immune health. And if you've ever bought a bunch at the store and forgotten them in the fridge, this is the perfect way to never waste scallions again. Planting tips: you can plant scallions in 2 to 3 inch pots, with soil just covering the roots. They thrive in windowsills or bright fluorescent light. Water lightly and regularly. Common mistakes: letting water sit in the cup or container causes rot. Planting too deep slows regrowth. How to prevent mistakes: make sure containers have drainage. Plant roots barely under soil for faster regrowth. Snip leaves frequently to encourage continual growth. Extra tip: you can regrow green onions from kitchen scraps. Just place the root ends in a small glass of water, changing it every couple of days. One pot can give you weeks of free greens without lifting more than 2 fingers. 3. Lettuce. Leaf lettuce indoors feels like owning your own salad bar, but way fresher. You can start harvesting in 30 to 40 days, and if you cut from the outside, the plant just keeps growing like nothing ever happened. It loves indirect light, gentle watering, and cool temperatures. Good airflow helps prevent disease, but honestly, lettuce is so drama-free indoors that it's almost relaxing to grow. Flavor depends on the variety: buttery, crisp, mild, slightly sweet, and the difference between store lettuce and homegrown lettuce is huge. Homegrown leaves snap. They crunch. They taste alive. Nutritionally, lettuce gives hydration, fiber, and vitamins A and K, helping your skin, your bones, and your digestion without being pushy about it. Planting tips. Lettuce seeds can be sown densely in shallow trays and lightly covered with soil. Maintain consistent moisture and avoid direct afternoon sun. Common mistakes. Letting soil dry out or become soggy can lead to bitter leaves or root rot. Crowding seedlings reduces airflow, increasing disease risk. How to prevent mistakes. Thin seedlings to about 4 to 6 inches apart. Keep soil moist but well drained and provide indirect sunlight. Extra tip. Try growing a mix of leaf varieties for color, flavor, and texture variety. Think green, red, and butterhead all together. If you want a vegetable that looks beautiful, grows quietly, and tastes like it came straight out of a restaurant garden, lettuce checks every box. 4. Spinach. Spinach is like the straight A student of indoor gardening, reliable, hardworking, and impressive without bragging. It prefers cooler rooms, steady watering, and moderate light. In return, it reaches harvest in about 25 to 35 days, and you can pick leaves as you need them. The best part about growing spinach indoors? No pests, no bitter leaves, no bolting, just soft, tender, flavorful greens whenever you want them. Planting tips. Use a 6 to 8 inch deep container with rich, fertile soil. Sow seeds thinly, about ½ inch apart. Spinach prefers cooler rooms and indirect sunlight. Common mistakes. Letting temperatures rise too high indoors can cause bolting, premature flowering, and bitter leaves. Overcrowding reduces airflow. How to prevent mistakes. Maintain a cooler room temperature, under 22 degrees Celsius, 72 degrees Fahrenheit, and thin seedlings to about 3 to 4 inches apart. Extra tip. Fertilize lightly with liquid plant food every 2 weeks to keep leaves tender and lush. Health-wise, spinach is a powerhouse. Iron, vitamin C, antioxidants, magnesium, the whole wellness package. It strengthens immunity, energy, and your skin, and does it all quietly. And it tastes amazing sautéed, blended, tossed, or mixed into anything you can imagine. 5. Baby carrots. Baby carrots are surprisingly adorable when they grow indoors. Their leafy tops pop out of the soil looking like tiny green fireworks, and the roots beneath sweeten as the days go by. Indoor carrots take about 35 to 60 days, depending on variety, and they prefer deep containers with loose, airy soil. They grow straight, smooth, and vibrant indoors because the soil stays soft and evenly moist. Carrots are famous for beta-carotene, which supports eye health, skin glow, and immunity. They're also rich in antioxidants and fiber, the kind that keeps things running smoothly. And harvesting them, it's like pulling treasure from the earth. One gentle tug, and you get a bright orange root that smells sweet and earthy. Planting tips. Use a deep pot, 8 to 12 inches, with loose, sandy soil to allow roots to grow straight. Sow seeds a 1/4 inch deep and 2 inches apart. Keep soil evenly moist. Common mistakes. Using heavy clay soil can cause stunted or forked roots. Inconsistent watering leads to cracked roots. How to prevent mistakes. Use lightweight, loose soil and water consistently. Thin seedlings to avoid overcrowding. Extra tip. Try French breakfast or knots varieties indoors. They're compact, sweet, and perfect for small containers. 6. Microgreens. Microgreens are the overachievers, tiny but mighty. Thin trays, shallow soil, bright indirect light, and boom, ready to eat in 7 to 14 days. What makes microgreens special is the flavor intensity. Radish microgreens taste spicy. Sunflower microgreens taste nutty. Broccoli microgreens taste surprisingly fresh and sweet. And each tray is a nutritional explosion: vitamin C, vitamin E, potassium, antioxidants, even plant protein. They often contain more nutrients than the fully grown vegetable. Just sprinkle seeds, mist lightly, give them light, and they'll treat you like you're the best gardener in the world. Planting tips. Fill shallow trays with fine potting mix or seed starting mix. Spread seeds evenly, mist lightly, and cover with a clear lid for 2 to 3 days until sprouting. Provide bright indirect light. Common mistakes. Overwatering leads to mold. Planting seeds too thickly causes poor airflow and stunted growth. How to prevent mistakes? Keep soil just moist, not wet, and use proper spacing. Rotate trays for even light exposure. Extra tip: mix different microgreens in one tray for a colorful, nutrient-dense salad. Blend radish, broccoli, mustard greens, and sunflower look stunning together. 7. Pea shoots. This is the underrated star of the indoor garden. Pea shoots grow tall, leafy, and tender, and they're ready in 12 to 20 days. They love cool temperatures, moist soil, and moderate light. Nothing dramatic. The taste? Fresh, sweet, crisp, almost like spring in plant form. Planting tips: use a shallow tray 2 to 3 inches deep with rich potting mix. Plant pea seeds about 1 inch apart and 1 inch deep. Keep soil moist but not soggy. Common mistakes: drying out the soil can stop growth. Overcrowding leads to leggy, weak shoots. How to prevent mistakes? Thin seedlings if needed and maintain consistent moisture. Provide a trellis or sticks if shoots grow tall and need support. Extra tip: pea shoots taste even sweeter after a couple of cool nights indoors. The sugar content increases when temperature dips slightly. Their health benefits include vitamin A, vitamin C, folate, and plant-based protein, all wrapped in a leafy, delicate green you can throw on sandwiches, grain bowls, stir-fries, or just eat raw like a snack. If you've never grown peas indoors, this will make you feel like you've been missing out. 8. Garlic greens. Garlic greens grow from individual garlic cloves, and they shoot up shockingly fast, usually 10 to 14 days. They look like scallions but taste milder, cleaner, and slightly garlicky without being overwhelming. Planting tips: plant individual cloves pointy side up, 1 inch deep in loose, fertile soil. Use a pot 6 to 8 inches deep. Keep the soil slightly moist and place in bright, indirect light. Common mistakes: overwatering can cause cloves to rot. Underwatering leads to thin, weak shoots. Planting upside down delays growth. How to prevent mistakes? Ensure proper drainage and always plant cloves with the pointed end up. Snip greens frequently to encourage new shoots. Extra tip: you can regrow garlic greens multiple times from the same clove indoors. Just rotate soil lightly after each harvest. They're packed with antioxidants, immune-boosting compounds, and everything garlic is famous for just without the weight. Give them a pot of loose soil, plant the cloves pointy side up, and let the green tops rise like tiny swords of flavor. Snip, cook, repeat. 9. Bok choy. Bok choy indoors feels almost too easy. Baby bok choy hits harvest size in 30 to 45 days. And if you harvest the outer leaves first, the center keeps growing, giving you multiple rounds of harvest from a single plant. It grows upright and tidy, almost like it knows it's living in your house and wants to behave. Planting tips: sow seeds in a container 6 to 8 inches deep. Thin seedlings to 6 to 8 inches apart. Prefers bright indirect sunlight and cool temperatures. Common mistakes: too much heat can cause bolting and bitter taste. Overcrowding leads to small, stunted plants. How to prevent mistakes? Keep indoor temperature under 22 degrees Celsius, 72 degrees Fahrenheit, and thin seedlings as they grow. Regularly remove outer leaves to encourage growth. Extra tip: baby bok choy is perfect for stir-fries or sautéed greens. Harvest outer leaves first and let the center continue growing. Nutritionally, bok choy is loaded with vitamin C, calcium, antioxidants, and fiber, making your soups, stir-fries, and noodle bowls taste fresher and healthier. It loves bright light, steady moisture, and a pot with good drainage. Simple, clean, and extremely rewarding. 10. Bush beans. Bush beans bring a whole different kind of indoor satisfaction. The plants look lush, soft, and green, producing little white blossoms that turn into crisp beans. Indoors, they take about 45 to 60 days, and if you keep picking the pods, they keep producing. Planting tips: sow seeds 1 to 2 inches deep in a large, well-draining container. Space seeds about 3 to 4 inches apart. They need full sun or strong grow light indoors. Common mistakes: poor light leads to weak, leggy plants. Overwatering can cause root rot. Underwatering stops pod formation. How to prevent mistakes. Provide at least 6 to 8 hours of bright light daily, water consistently, and harvest pods frequently to encourage more production. Extra tip. Bush beans prefer moderate humidity indoors. Avoid placing them near radiators or heaters to prevent leaves from drying out. Beans are rich in fiber, folate, protein, and minerals like magnesium. They support digestion, gut health, energy levels, and they do it while looking beautiful. They need a bit more light than some others, but once they're settled, they grow steadily and reliably. If you want a vegetable that feeds you and decorates your room, this is it. And that wraps up our guide to 10 vegetables you can grow indoors faster than most people finish a bag of groceries. Whether you want quick greens, crunchy roots, or flavorful shoots, these plants prove you don't need a backyard to eat fresh, healthy, homegrown food. Which of these are you ready to grow first? Drop your answer in the comments. If you found this guide helpful, make sure to like this video, subscribe to Daily Plant Life, and hit the notification bell so you never miss another home growing tip.